Today on EPL, we will discuss the pressures of beauty. Is our vanity insanity? Poppin'. What kind of music? What you got going on? This better not be Snoop. You silly.
I got a guy here, a mean, he's celebrating black women.
Who is that?
Fuck you, though.
So that's how we start the show.
That's how we start. Just talking about this girl.
I'm gonna have to approve
Man,
these.
Caroline.
I see. I'm gonna have to approve these musical choices. America.
No, you don't.
America.
Let's get Garvey.
Hey. Hey, y'all.
Courtney likes it.
Yeah, they bouncing and moving. We're welcoming you to Eat, Pray, and Live today. We have a great show for you. We're really excited. I'm Sheree Fletcher. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce my male me, who is really on my nerves this week. That's all I'm saying. Demetrius Jones.
America still loves me. That's all that
I
matters.
still love you, just on my nerves. And then we have last but never least, Courtney Stewart in the house.
Hello, everybody.
And oh my goodness, you guys, usually, you know, we always have like there are four of us here.
Yes.
Our baby, my millennial me has left the nest.
Fly.
Yes, she's flying and we are so excited for her. She actually has a show on OWN. She's doing the after show for Greenleaf, and it every Thursday. It premiered last night, so you guys can catch Stacey Ike every Thursday, and I think it's 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So we're so proud of you, Stacey. We're gonna miss you, girl.
And
but
if
we're
you
proud
have
of you. We love you.
DirecTV, you can get it even earlier.
I love that
East
3-hour
Coast.
feed.
Yeah.
Yes, you get the East
I
Coast.
need DirecTV in my life.
No,
I really do.
No, you don't. I'm about to switch back to cable.
Why? Why?
One, DirecTV. I always got to reset my damn modem probably
Do you
a few
really?
days.
Yeah, they have internet issues.
It's more expensive.
Yeah,
It's not as fast.
it's definitely not as fast.
So I think I'm going to go back. And then when I call and like, hey, look, yeah, I'm thinking about going back. Oh, well, there's nothing we could do. And I see them running a special for new
but they won't
customers.
do it.
So how about this? I'm going to be an old customer who's going to leave. And I might come back, but I might not. So
I feel like all the
Yeah.
providers need to get on that team because Verizon and me had that situation. They were like, well, sorry, we can't do anything to give you the new. I was like, well, fine. So I'm going to have to go with something else, only to come back to get the same deal.
That's terrible.
That's stupid.
Yeah, you have to treat the people that you already have
Yes.
nice.
Exactly.
With respect and appreciation.
have Spectrum come out there do an install. It'd be good.
Spectrum it is.
So how y'all living? How's your week been? Everybody's been good? I mean, Courtney? Because Demetrius been doing stuff. He just been doing
He been
stuff.
busy. I ain't been busy. I ain't had that much to do, but I kept busy this week. I had a nice rainy day on Tuesday because
yes.
it rained.
What'd you do?
I'm a nerd. I went to the library and got my library card again because I ain't had one in years, and I was like, why don't I have a library
She
card?
got all these books on Instagram that she was reading.
I was so excited.
Money,
Dark Money is like my ish right now, and I'm all up in it. And then I got Nusaki Jange's, I forget the name of it, but there's some stuff that I haven't read in a minute. Clyburn Park. And
What's Dark Night about?
Dark
Dark
Money.
Money.
Dark
It's
Money.
about the Koch brothers and
Stop looking at me crazy.
how the extreme right and money in politics in America.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be interested in that. Too deep for me.
All I know is
It's a little
that's
too
the
deep.
Koch brothers are the reason why I do not buy Dixie products right now because it's owned by Koch Industries.
They ain't no joke. Like when you get through the layers of all that they've been doing in this, like it's deep. It's deep.
Oh,
and it's
Lord.
scandalous too.
And oddly
It's
enough,
deep
I
and
don't think
scandalous.
they're fans of Trump.
No, but
It's the strangest thing.
because right now there was just an article that came out. I think it was on CNN talking about they were using the money again to leverage people not to vote for the healthcare bill because they don't like what Trump is doing with the healthcare bill.
Interesting. Wow. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. Let me put my little glasses on so I can see. Okay, our show today is on just really our obsession with beauty. everybody is trying to achieve a certain standard. And from the beginning, when Adam and Eve plucked the fruit off the forbidden tree, all because they found it pleasing to the eye. We have since struggled with that very issue, desiring to please the eye and to be pleasing to the eye. The pressure on women, especially to be beautiful, can be overwhelming. Not that there's no pressure on the guys, we're not saying that, but I think we can all agree that, you know, the women, we have a little more pressure. It can be overwhelming. But when does the innate and normal desire for beauty and to be beautiful become too much? Let's start with, you can put the picture back up of, yes, with Tyrese, when she puts that damn lace front in a ponytail. And this was his Instagram post from, I think, a week ago. He posted this last Thursday. And I'll set it up. I don't know if you all have are aware of this. I'm sure everybody's been talking about it. But the heart of the matter is, Tyrese took to his Instagram with a post on Thursday night after overhearing a group of women bash men, being like men ain't shit, over dinner. So women were having this conversation, I guess, male bashing, and it inspired him to once again take to his social media and rant. It said he wanted to set the record straight that real men who know the difference between natural beauty and fake beauty. And apparently he's not trying to be mean, so he says. So he sends a message to the ladies who think dudes are stupid, basically. This is, this was my take on it. He says, you have too far, you have gone too far with manufactured beauty sitting across from you, and you couldn't even hide your weave tracks. These are some of the things that he said. These are quotes. Not trying to be mean, just sending a message that us real men see bullshit. So if he decides to rock with you, talking about if a man decides to get with you, it's for sexual purposes. You are not taken seriously. You look like a manufactured clown. You've convinced yourself that it's okay because men are trying to get at you. It's a temporary fix, though. He goes on to shout out his New York Times best-selling book, Menology, letting us know that men are smarter than we think. If your beauty has been purchased, own it, enjoy it. Just know the real ones know. This is from Tyrese. Did y'all ever read his book, Manology?
No.
Heck no. No.
What was Menology about?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Wasn't it his his version of the Steve Harvey book? Like, I would tell y'all what I know as a man and kind of ish.
So he's trying to. This is what I gathered from reading the article. Reading his rant, that he was trying to he got offended that the women were male bashing.
Is that what he said?
Oh yeah. I've read some of the quotes. Like, y'all basically think we're stupid.
No. That's different. That's different. What did he post that in response to women male bashing?
No. I'm reading this. When he goes on about the fake booties and the fake titties and you guys are fake. And
what does that have to do with male bashing, though?
No. It was inspired.
Right. That's what I'm asking.
It was inspired based on him overhearing the conversation.
Oh.
He was at dinner and overheard some ladies male bashing, talking about, and I should have set that up better. Talking about,
you set it up correct.
I guess, enhancing themselves or whatever, and these men are stupid, and he's, yeah.
Oh, well, that's not male bashing. That's.
I mean, not my. That's what he's. That's.
He thought it was male bashing, so he responded by female bashing.
There you go. That was his perception of it. Obviously,
he perceived these women as bashing men, so he wanted to say essentially that, oh, you got garbage men because technically you garbage, and this is why you're garbage, and this is why you attract garbage, and only will ever attract garbage. That is essentially.
What do you think about this, Courtney?
You know, I ain't got time for Tyrese because he done gave me a headache like 800 times over. He was mad because people were mad. He called his wife his black queen. and then
He called her his black queen.
Well, okay, wait a second. She is black though, right?
She's Ecuadorian, Jamaican, and black, and she just looks Hispanic. You know, she's pretty, like whatever. But he called her his black queen or his African queen, something like that. Everybody went in on him and dragged him on Twitter, so he was upset.
I can see that.
So he's been coming, but
why can't she be his black queen now?
I know. I ain't said she could be whatever the hell she wants.
She, as Courtney said, she could be whatever she wants.
Right.
It's one of those situations where I get the people who responded to that, and because she does look like she's probably Hispanic, and you probably couldn't tell. So I see why they would be like, "Why are
We
you
have a
going?"
picture of her. She looks to me like she's mixed.
No,
Or she could be-
I would, if I saw her, I would think she was from like Arab or Persian or something like that.
Or she could be mixed. I
Yeah.
mean, like you don't really
But
know.
this is the point. This is why they would bash
Yes.
him
Yeah.
to look at it from their perspective, because he's going out of his way to call her his black queen because they may think that he knows that people are going to have a problem with him marrying somebody that's more fair skinned
Yeah.
like that, or more light. So I can understand they feel like he's trying to put a spin, and people don't like to be fooled. To his credit, if the girl is, she's mixed, she's partially black or whatever, then he got the right to say it. I want to get back to what he said though. I think Tyrese, and I think the women have a point. Some men are stupid. Some men do think that these women that you see, that the booties are like not in the right places, or that's their hair, that it's not a weave. Some men do think that, and women can fool some men. Some men don't give a damn, and they just want something that's
like, are
Most
women
men don't
trying to
care.
fool?
Yeah.
well, clearly, if Tyrese is to be taken at his word, and he overheard women saying that they're trying to fool men, then yes, some women are. But my thing is this: it's not something that would drive me to rant
post
about it.
and rant on.
You
Like
know
you a
what?
grown ass
And
man. Like
let
why do
me
you
say
care?
this: you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. But
Why?
Wait, who we giving the?
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Are we
Who you
giving
about to give
Tyrese
it
the
to?
benefit of the doubt?
can I finish?
Well, you
Yes,
burying the
can I
lead. You need to start.
Go
What
ahead,
I
go
was
ahead.
about to say is,
Uh-huh.
I don't necessarily believe he overheard the conversation.
I don't believe it either. 'Cause
Y'all think he lied?
He's went in on people before. He went in on oversized. He went in on overweight people not maybe a year ago, where but it was ugly. It was nasty. It wasn't like. It wasn't coming at people in love. It was like calling people nasty and fat, and like it was just not nice.
I will say this: I don't think if you're going to marry a woman, as he has, I don't know if she has extensions or weave or whatever, but
Apparently not. He don't like that.
right, he don't like that. But see, this is my thing: everyone can't help. You can't help what you're born with. So my thing is this: like when I rant about fake or enhanced booties, my main problem with it is that when you present it as something that was God-given, you mislead
So
people.
I'm supposed to tell you immediately? I mean, how would you know?
You don't have to tell me. Well, I'm more so upset about celebrities who try to
Sell it
act
as
like
it
I'm
is.
doing squats, because people who are following you go end up wasting their damn time.
So
'cause
you're
there's
talking
no
about
way
the
you go
responsibility that you have.
Or don't say nothing, but don't try to make it
Yeah.
seem like it's real. Now, that's my problem. Now, and I don't like a bad weave. If you have weave, I don't really give a damn, but I don't want a bad weave.
Well,
I
nobody
don't
wants a bad weave. Like,
Well, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, now
Nobody wants to see. a
Nobody
bad
wants
weave.
to, and nobody
Well,
wants to show
And nobody
you.
wants to have.
But
one.
people,
We don't want you to see
but
our
this
tracks,
is the thing. My
ever.
point is, there's nothing
Stuff
wrong
happens.
if somebody wants to look a certain way and they want to get a weave. I would like it to be a good one. Now, if he wants to rail against bad weaves, that's fine. But I just want down somebody because they have to have a weave.
He was on this whole natural rant. He hashtag Team Natural. So it was kind of like he's like, getting at the women because they bash the men. We're not really that stupid.
But you don't
then
think he heard that?
criticizing?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think he used that
I think he
as
was in
a
his feelings
platform to like let me just set it up by saying. But no,
I don't think anybody. I'm trying to say no one has to be natural. My thing is do what makes you feel good within reason. I don't want you walking around looking like a goddamn cat or something like that. But
Some
at the
people
same
that makes them feel good.
well, you know what? Now I'm gonna talk about you. But this is just ridiculous. It's just too much.
Do you think because when you really read what he posted,
Yeah.
he's really all over the place in his rant. He's all over. Yeah, I thought so.
I didn't think so. I
thought he was all over the
it was
place.
well directed. He don't like
I didn't think so.
fake. He's really talking about there are some girls that I do see when I'm out walking the streets or whatever, like Gucci Man said, they look like strippers in their real clothes. They look like hoes. You can just tell. And they got all of this, and they're trying to, if you got enough money, you can get this girl.
Yeah, but I just feel like that negate the way he went about it negates the cultural element that makes that the case.
Right.
Like, you are shaming women who are, and don't get me wrong, there are women going to extremes, doing crazy shit, going to Mexico, getting silicone injected in their hips and like weird stuff to try to like get this ideal shape that culturally we have somehow elevated as something as beautiful and perfection, that's something we should be aspiring to, and all these women are coming up looking like, if I'm in, I gotta be like this, or I need to look like this, and I need to do that, and to just go on them like, oh, you got a fake booty and you got fake hair, and
because they weren't born with
that whatever. Like, there's another element to it that I think gets lost in just attacking the women that are doing it. There's a reason why people decide, oh, I'm going to inject silicone into my thigh and think that's a good idea, and I think that makes you a horrible person because you are choosing the lowest common denominator to go after people and not actually addressing what the issue is. And the issue is somebody decided that this is the standard of beauty, and that's what we going for, and we will let people do it at any.
Well, so then he goes on to say he criticizes it. So first he's supporting the men, women, we ain't stupid, we see it. Then he criticizes women who enhance themselves, who aspire to that standard of beauty, the butt, the breast, that's the world that our culture, I'm not gonna say the world because everywhere, it has their own version and ideal of what beauty is. Calling, you look like a manufactured clown, and men, they just basically want to hit it. No man is going to take you seriously. These are the things that he said. I'm not paraphrasing. Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
These are the things he said. And then he goes on, he ends it. He ends his rant by saying, if your beauty has been purchased, own it, enjoy it, just know us real ones. That's what I'm saying. Oh. This dude is all over the place.
Because on certain level, your wife purchased her beauty and her makeup and her lashes and all of that. So like,
that ain't the same.
And it is. No, it is the same thing. See, here's when you talk about
with the way we can contour nowadays, you can turn anybody into something else. Okay,
makeup is
definitely
so
sorcery.
That's the thing. No. She might not need breast implants. Maybe she was born with big breasts. I don't know. Maybe that's something she doesn't need. But clearly she had a face full of makeup on. Beautiful woman. I'm not taking that away, but that's not natural.
Well, but
that's not
this is the thing.
Natural.
I think he is.
You don't have a hair weave because maybe you don't need one.
I understand what you're saying. Tyrese is actually telling the truth on some of that. To be honest, there are some women.
So you think was his heart in the right place?
I don't know.
I don't know that.
But wait,
is he trying to warn women? Is he trying to say, women, listen?
No.
To some of them, this is the thing. No, you have to let me make this point, though. There are some women who do put all this shit on themselves, who do look like hoes that we do not take serious, where it's like, I just want to hit that. So that's it. He's not lying about that.
So then why not say, my sister, value yourself more than just your fake booty and your fake breasts, and men will value the same. Like, instead of like, you look like a clown.
There's a better way to say it, but this is the thing.
A manufactured clown.
It's a better way to say it. It's not how I would say it. I don't think it's right. That's Tyrese's Instagram. That's how he chose to say it, and that's why it seems all over the place. Don't get me wrong, but hell, we about a week out, and he don't have an editor. And hell, so that's how it came out. I don't agree with it. So if you want to get a weave, get a weave. I'm like, just make it a good weave. You want to plump up your ass, get a good one. It's going to be really hard. I really don't think anybody should get ass implants, injections for about another 10 to 15 years because it don't look right. It just don't. You got to let them perfect this.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen when your wife had them babies and she want her tits lifted back up, or she wants her stuff lifted back? Then you're gonna be like, oh, you can't get no fake titties because you gotta be natural. Like, whatever.
That's crazy.
I'm done. I don't
It's
like
crazy,
that.
and it did come off very mean spirited. And too many
it did
times,
sound mean.
yeah,
It sounded mean as
sounded
hell.
real mean. Like,
And it's-
why you so mad, Tyrese?
Yes.
Why you so mad?
He's mad. He's
Horrible.
been mad
I'm
since
so
he
angry.
posted a picture of his wedding, and everybody been dragging him online. People been dragging him online since he posted a picture of his wife, and I'm not saying it's
Can I-
right, but that's what he's been mad about.
I'm curious though. Okay, if he hadn't have did the whole, because I don't like spin. I don't
Yeah.
like it when I feel like people are trying to fool me.
Yeah.
And shit. Like, if he hadn't have said the Black Queen part, if he had just said, "Look, this is my beautiful wife,"
Yes.
would people still have came at him crazy?
There were definitely gonna be some women that be like, oh, he done married a white girl, and all he had to say, if he needed to say anything at all, which I don't even know why you need to say anything, but if he wanted to say anything at all, yes, she is this, that, and this, and I love her. Sorry, you mad?
Can I ask you
and
something?
leave it at
Is
that.
it because Tyrese is so dark too?
No, well, it's because Tyrese has come for black women and fat women and all that in the
Okay,
past.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
like you judgy, and it's the same thing with anybody else. People are like, why black women so mad that black men want to date white women? We ain't mad because most of them we don't want, but we don't appreciate when you have to bash black women in the process. Like, it's not necessary.
I get that.
Yeah, and let me tell you, because that's not really what we were talking about, but since we brought it up,
What?
you know, with him posting the picture of his new wife, and what is her name? We don't want to
I don't know.
keep
But she got a master's degree, and she did
So-
not marry him for his money.
Samantha Lee Gibson.
He had to tell all of that. I'm like, what kind of chick are you?
What's her
Tyrese?
master's degree?
I don't even
What is
know.
it?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
she's highly educated, Samantha Lee Gibson,
But like,
and apparently
why
makes a
is
great
he
salary.
telling all of that?
But if he wants to say, because I personally take issue with people having a problem with, you know, why do you have a problem if he says that's my black queen? If she's black, whether or not she looks black or not.
That's because you swirly.
Exactly. And I always get, you ain't really black. But I am black. So if somebody posts a picture of me, I get married. When I married my Boaz, and my baby posts a picture of me talking about, this is my black queen, that's going to be a problem?
So now we got to deal with Sheree's issues right now.
No.
These are
'cause
real
Because I love the
issues.
swirly girls and their issues, because it's wrong. Like, it sucks.
Nah, I got issues.
No, it sucks because you are trapped in both those worlds, and it's rough, and you don't get it from either side. You get it from
Thank you.
both
Yes,
sides.
you
So I
do.
get that. What I will say in response to that is simply that we cannot negate the fact that we live in a country that has accepted this as a level of privilege.
That's real.
And in that acceptance of that level of privilege, when you exalt, okay, so black queen and calling someone your black queen, like, that's something that us regular brown skinned girls, like, there's a sort of level of positive imagery that goes along with that as a brown skinned girl that was never celebrated. Whereas your privilege allowed your skin to be celebrated. So when they put that label on you or her or whatever, it takes us right back to
Who
a place.
celebrates me, though?
What I'm saying is it takes it back to a place of that this is the standard of beauty as a black queen, not this.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Who celebrates me, though? That's what I want to know.
Believe it or not, black and white people and everybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got to understand.
I know there's a struggle. That's not to negate
Yeah.
that there is a struggle there.
Sometimes you feel like, where do you fit in?
I
Because
totally
you're
get
not
it.
white enough,
Yes.
and you're not black enough.
Totally get it.
So I don't know. I'm not a white queen, and I'm not a black queen.
You can be a black
So,
queen.
but you're saying I
You-
can't be a
we're
black
not
queen.
saying
No.
you can't.
What we're saying is when it's time to do the Instagram post about who Tyrese is married to, it might not be the best idea to throw Black Queen in with his wife. If he's trying to let everybody know she's black, he might want to follow another route because that's going to inflame the situation.
Yeah, and that's our opinion.
Yeah.
I don't take.
No, that's
I
true.
don't take issue.
That's no opinion. That's truth because that's what happened. I mean, so I'm not making this up. That's what happened.
But I'm saying I don't take issue with him saying that. Now he has to know they're gonna come for you. Like, it's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't take issue with him supporting her, saying, you know, that's my black queen. But he has to know.
It's not gonna go over well.
He's gonna get black,
based
but
on
so
the
what?
country, dude.
But
He can say what he
can say what he
wants.
wants, but based on some things that Courtney said, if he has a history of coming at black women who don't look like her, then a road has already been laid for you that once you say that, people go jump on you. I mean, I kind of get it if that's the case and how he has been, and he got this rocky relationship. It's not with a certain segment of black women. I'm like, that's not gonna fly. Just put it up there and say she's mixed.
Just say my queen.
So you can be a black queen,
Or
black
say
queen
my
if you
black
want to.
queen.
You can say it. But
don't
they
be
gonna
surprised
respond.
when you're like, hey,
Right.
she ain't black.
Right.
Well, she's Ecuadorian, Jamaican, and Persian, and Portuguese,
Yeah.
and whatever. Like,
The reality is he doesn't know anybody in explanation. You marry who you marry, and it is what it is.
You know what? And this is the thing.
That was the
he
point.
doesn't owe anybody explanation, and nor do the people who responded and said and said whatever they said.
Well, he's so strong in his position and
And
his
so are
conviction that people are going to come for him.
That's bullshit. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. No, there's plenty of people who can go marry that girl all day long, and ain't nobody just go come for them. And no, he
That's not
said
what
something.
You're very argumentative with me today.
No,
That's not what
because
I said.
when it comes to Tyrese and this, you said that he's so strong in his position, people just
I'm
gonna come
not
for
talking
him.
about just in this instance. I'm talking about with everything that the heavier
like what Courtney
women,
was
the
saying?
full figure
Oh,
women he
okay.
came for. This post that we're talking about.
can he just like post about like lie? Like, can we just stop having like full life social commentaries on your
Yes,
Instagram?
just stop.
like nobody cares. Like, it's
Just
Tyrese.
stop.
Like, why?
I
Just
think people kind of like it,
make
though.
your Fast and the Furious. Well, he was selling. Maybe he was just selling the book. Maybe this is all he knew what was about to happen. Everything he knew he was going to get into a fight. He was just like, "Here's an opportunity to sell some more books." Okay.
Or he kind of
Play
puts
that
it out there and he
capitalism.
likes to talk to
he
people
talks
about these
damn
issues.
much about everything.
It don't bother me.
Okay.
It only bothers me when he sound mad.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, he was mad when women came for him. Like, he came back.
You
with,
can't be mad, though.
He's going in about every detail about his wife, and this is like, boo, you mad. Like, stop being mad about it. You knew it was going to come.
You can't take that extreme of a position and not think you're going to incite people. People are going to have strong opinions either way. And I think you have to understand that kind of comes with the territory. So Tyrese, you gotta be able to, if you dish it out, that old
Take it,
saying,
boo.
you gotta be able to take it. It's
Go
that
ahead and
simple.
make you some swirly babies. They're going to be cute. Moving on.
I don't
Moving
think, does that count as a squirrely baby? though?
It would be a I mean,
is a swirly
yeah,
baby.
it might be. We don't know. It could come out looking like Janet Jackson and Elder Barge's daughter.
I'm so confused. I thought the girl was black too.
I mean, but
All right.
maybe her segment of black is like that much. So the Ecuadorian will be like, yeah.
So let's move on though. Let's talk
Jamaican
about
can be white too.
let's
That's what I was wondering too, because
'Cause
y'all
he threw
said Jamaican.
Jamaican.
I'm like, what the hell? What does that mean? Yeah,
let's talk Alicia Keys. Now she's getting flack.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yes.
I was like, who is this girl that they keep showing?
She's getting flack for being too natural.
Get it, girl.
What she mean
So-
by flat?
That people dragging her online. I mean, that's flack now. Everybody got something to
What they
say
say?
online.
What they say?
Flack.
What they say though?
There's like, should she
They like,
put
girl,
some makeup
put some damn
on?
makeup on. You on stage.
Oh,
We can't
okay.
even see your eyes. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
All right.
put a bra on. Do something.
She
do
ain't
something
wearing a
with
bra?
you know she's a little saggy
Well,
right
she
now.
always had little boobs.
Well, they ain't little no more.
I mean,
she don't have them that
She
baby.
had the babies,
She
but
had
they
the
just-
baby.
they still little.
And it
They
looks like
just
she's growing up.
hungry.
You know what I mean? She's growing up. She's maturing, and things tend to plump up, get a little bigger. And I think she looks beautiful. But people are saying you shouldn't come out like that. You're a celebrity. You're in the public eye. We need you to put a little bit of makeup on. So I'm saying, like, women are kind of damned if we do,
Yeah.
damned if we don't.
No,
Because me and
that's
celebrities
not
can lead a house with
That's
nothing
not
on and be totally fine. Ain't
Right.
nobody gonna say
Ain't
nothing.
nobody gonna
and she's
say
supposed to lead a house in a
nothing.
full face of makeup every day.
Look.
Ernie!
And you ain't about to just try to breeze past that. We damn if
no,
we
no,
damn
I'm
if we
not.
don't.
I kind of want to set this up because I
Go
didn't
ahead.
set it up.
Then let me know when I can say.
So she, you are on one today.
I'm
Lord
just saying,
have
let me know when I can
mercy.
say something.
I'ma
He's
punch
talking,
Demetrius.
and that's a big deal.
What would she? Go ahead, and you talk. I'll collect my thoughts. So, what do you want to say?
I think we throw out the term "beautiful" way too much.
Oh, here we go.
See.
You about to tell Alicia ugly?
I'm not gonna say she ugly, but when she's in her natural state, we all know she ain't looking beautiful. We all know that, and that's and my
Big
thing
girl.
is this though: she don't have to. Why do I have to think that she's beautiful? I'm here to hear her sing. She sounds the same
Amen.
whether she got on makeup or not. And so no, I don't think she's beautiful. Do her eyes look different without the lashes and stuff? Yes. Does she not look as good? Yes, and that's okay. Sing the damn song,
But
Anna
we
Mae.
tend to we tend to judge and impart consequences to those that we don't feel are beautiful, whether it's withdrawing our affection. You know what I mean?
That's
Whether
true.
it just is what it is.
That's scientifically proven.
Hello.
So what you want me to say, that people are wrong for that? No. If you want Alicia Keys to look on par with Beyonce when she's singing, to look that good, and if she don't, you're not into it, I understand that. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't gotta support her. This ain't no damn obligation here.
That's true. That's true.
But I want to read a quote from her, and this is the reason why she's doing this, and it goes back to last year, and she's still kind of, this whole makeup.
Yeah, she's been on it almost 2 years. Yeah.
It's been a minute. She said before she started her new album, this was from last year, May 31st, 2016, she said, I wrote a list of all the things that I was sick of. And one was how much women are brainwashed into feeling that we have to be skinny or sexy or desirable or perfect. One of the many things I was tired of was the constant judgment of women, the constant stereotyping through every medium that makes us feel like being a normal size is not normal. And heaven forbid if we're plus size. So she was just saying she was kind of sick of the constant messages of, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I got my phone on vibrate. And then she said, like, to be brutally honest, she said as she grew up, she always got that, you're too masculine, you're too boyish, you're too this or you're too that. So she kind of developed, an insecurity, an inferiority complex. So she always felt like I got to put these masks on, I got to do this, I got to be this, so that I can please people, so that I can be loved, so that I can be accepted, so that I can be appreciated.
Am I people?
Which is why, which is why she stopped wearing all this makeup, which I thought was really, yes.
Wait, that's how
Yes.
It's your fault, Demetri.
She said every time I left the house, I
had
would
to
be
put on a
worried
mask.
if I didn't put on makeup. What if someone wanted a picture? What if I posted? They were insecure, superficial. But honest thoughts I was thinking. She said she had to. This was her way of trying to basically deal with that demon.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I think good for her.
But isn't that going to the other end of the spectrum to solve a problem?
I don't
over
think
here,
so.
I'm gonna go all the way over
Because
here.
it's her issue. It's her issue. It's her problem. She feels that I'm a little too much in bondage as to the way I look and my appearance, and I'm allowing people to put pressure on me and to dictate how I feel about myself. So let me just get over this. Now, I'm sure she's probably not going to do this forever. You know what I mean? But right now, this is what she needs to do. This is a part of her process in order for her to get healthy and feel good about who she is.
All right.
I get it. I understand. And I think it is a challenge. And I think that it's impressive that she took that challenge, even in the public eye. Like, not just like, because she could have just been like, well, in my regular life, if paparazzi catch me, they catch me. But in my regular life, I'm going to walk in my skin and just be fine. But like, when I do a photo shoot or when I'm on stage, I'm going to still do it up because I'm on stage, I'm performing, I'm doing shoots. But she did photo shoots and everything.
Yeah.
She's performing without it. And I give her props because I don't necessarily know that I would want to do that ever.
No.
But if it was something that really had you hemmed up, then go you for
That's
being
right.
bold enough and strong enough to do it. I'm not mad. Because it's a makeup and needing to have everything
It's just-
done is a thing, man.
It just seems like
It's stressful.
I guess because I just still don't necessarily get it. I get it if it's a thing that she like you explained. If she's doing this because she feels like she was in bondage
She's
to
gotta
looking
get back to
a certain,
yeah.
a
She
certain
wants
way,
to
and she's
control
trying to
it.
recalibrate. But it's not a stance like against. Is it a stance against beauty?
No,
the beauty?
no.
She just think it's
This
a
is for
stance
her.
against the fact that
Yes.
I should not have to do this to myself every single
Yes.
moment of my life to feel comfortable in my own skin.
To please you.
To make you feel comfortable and
which ultimately makes me
feel
uncomfortable.
comfortable.
If I don't think.
So it is kind of a bigger stance against something bigger, but it's not. Is it both?
Okay,
it's kind of everything.
let me go. When you said, Demetrius, when you said, look, she's really not, that's not beautiful. Some women, if you said that to them, it would devastate them. it would break them to hear that.
Break them. I don't understand.
Some people have souls, Demetrius, and what happens?
Break them how?
All of a sudden, you
It
don't
can break their
understand what I
spirit.
said. This is crazy. And then you keep looking at Courtney
Because I need
for
her
translation.
I need her to translate because she's kind of like a man-woman hybrid, so she can like take what
I
you're
understand
saying.
what Alicia Keys is going through
And then
because
she
like
can tell
I'm
me.
not that all the time. It's just
Okay.
It's like any type of,
beauty in general is a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And if you're not somebody, there's some women that just love the art of painting their faces and
But
doing
can't she
perfume.
find? Will she find a
she
medium?
might.
Okay.
But maybe she is
Yeah.
somebody that never wanted it and doesn't want it at all, and that should not indicate her lack of femininity.
That's true. I agree with that.
And I
I
think
agree with
that's
that.
what she's sort of struggling with because people probably called her butch and thought she was like kind of a dude or lesbian
she
or
tried
whatever.
to be more
And-
feminine.
Wait, are you
and-
defending her?
No, I'm just saying that I understand because that's the commentary that would go along with that. You're not ladylike enough, and you're not this, and blah 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 blah. So she was trying
Alright.
to sort of meet that standard,
right.
but that's not who she is. That's not to say that somebody that is a problem. She's saying that for me, I've never been that, and I was trying to be
She
something
didn't
else.
fit the ideal standard of beauty and femininity. And she realized, like, anytime you have an unhealthy reliance or dependence on something, what people think, or this is what I need to do, you got to break that. And I commend her for, like, she's like, F it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking all this
All
off
of it
because
off.
it's about me being healthy. She's a mom now. You know, you have to be an example to your children.
It's not to say she's getting like claimed
Demetrius
because
will
she's a
not be
mom.
here next week.
But
I'm just saying what they got to do with it.
no,
She
it's
a-
that
she's a mom.
But having become a mom, it probably changes how she perceives
Yes.
herself and the things
You
that she
want to be
wants to
better for your
communicate to her
children.
kids.
You want to
Alright.
be you want to be your best you for your children. You do.
But that's not what she said. So what she said is she don't want to be a prisoner to this. I will accept that, and that's fine. But she didn't say nothing about her being no mama.
But why the fuck we got a talk show if we're not gonna talk about stuff?
We can talk about it. I'm just saying that's not what she said. She just said that. You know that. So I'm fine with that.
Bleep that out.
You all know why? Because I always feel like when we start talking about stuff like this, people start throwing. Oh, she's a mommy. They ain't got nothing to do
It
with
does. What are you talking about?
I'll put it like this: I don't have a child of my
It
own.
could. We're speculating. We don't know. She didn't say.
But
yes,
that influences
it makes
your
you wanna be
brain
better.
because I don't have a kid of my own, but I have been a part of raising a child that's now about to be 12 years old, and I don't want her to think that all this and like being on a diet or being skinny, like, and I have to catch myself and be like, oh, I don't need to eat that. Like, I don't want her to ever have a complex somehow that this has to be attached to what it is that makes you great and makes you awesome and makes you beautiful.
That's right.
And I am so super aware of it just when she's around. Because
Yes.
you don't want to communicate those things to a kid because she thinks she's the best in the world and she thinks she's beautiful and wonderful just the way she is right now. And I want her to hold on to that because this is work.
It's work.
And nobody needs to have that as a burden constantly in
Absolutely.
their day-to-day life. Like, if you want to get dressed up and be cute when you want to be cute, do it. But, like, to not be able to go to the grocery store or walk out the door because
It's a
you're
lot.
worried and ashamed that somebody might see, like, that's not okay.
Well, now, see that. Well, it just depends because every woman now it's not Alicia Keys, and don't worry about that when they leave to go out.
But she's not
a
talking. She's
superstar.
talking about herself.
Of course, she's gonna have to worry about that a little bit. I mean, a lot.
I think
that's what you get
I don't
paid
think
for.
that's accurate because I think we live in a time when people with Instagram and social media in general, people are constant. I don't want to, like, even now I think about when I go to a party, I'm like, oh shit, people gonna be recording
Yes.
stuff, and that stuff is out there forever. And like, do I want to
Absolutely.
look like this? Do I want to? I wore a
You can't
onesie to
wear
a party.
something that you
know what I'm
wore
saying?
before, like, because if they see you in the same thing, they're gonna have something to say. Like, that's our preoccupation with, and that's how
That's what
much
we've
weight.
become.
That's what we. But it only has weight if we allow it to have weight.
exactly.
Because
That's
I
it.
wear the same. If you look on my Instagram, I got on the same shit over and over because that's how I treat my
And
clothing.
wait till
So it just
wait
depends.
till you get on a bigger platform.
Yeah.
People gonna talk about
This
it.
is
Now,
and
whether or
let
not
me
you
say
care,
that
whether or not you
exponentially for
care is a
women.
whole
Let
nother
me say
issue.
this. Let me say this. So when I was on a bigger platform, they talked about me. I just didn't care. Now
And
I
that's
can't.
great.
I can't prescribe that for everyone. But let me
Yes,
say
'cause some
this:
people have feelings.
if you're going to be a superstar,
Both-
if there are certain
Yeah.
expectations.
Yeah, toast
Hey,
to
hey.
that.
Pay no
Toast to
attention to y'all.
that. Damn.
Some people can deal with that. I don't care.
Right, and I'm not saying,
And I'm also one of those people.
I'm not
so I
saying that.
understand.
I'm not saying that that's
But there are
the
people
solution.
that have
My thing
feelings.
is, it's just like when you're a superstar, there are going to be certain expectations.
Mm-hmm.
She's defied them, and clearly, I guess, people are still buying her records and everything, so everything is fine. But at the same time, you got to keep it in perspective that she's a superstar. Of course, she's gonna have those type of worries going out, like I need to put on makeup and stuff like that. Well, of course you are.
But we all have those kind of worries.
Yeah, see, that's
not
what you're
on.
missing.
Yeah.
Going to Trader Joe's or going to Whole Foods,
Absolutely.
y'all be worried about?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No kidding. Moving up here, I was like, I might run into somebody I know.
Yes.
And then I ran into an adult acne issue that I'd never had before. And I was like, what is going on? And I didn't want to leave the house without, and I've never been a
But
person
you
to
didn't
leave the
have
house
that in
without makeup.
college?
That's
No.
funny.
Never.
Well, see, you ain't go to a black school.
Exactly.
Because when I come out,
Because I could wear
we step
sweatpants
out.
all the time. And when I was in college, if you could get me to comb my hair, it was a big deal.
No,
I
'cause
was
see,
in a nerd
and you want to know
school.
what happened? Be like, man, Courtney nice, but she dusty, man. She come out.
I would have been dusty because I had
Good on that, man.
hoodies and sweatpants.
No.
What is it about Trader Joe's that make us go up there any old kind of way? I see people up there, I'm like, y'all are tripping.
I do not. Let me say this: I do not leave my house looking any kind of way. That's just not how I roll.
I mean,
Why not? Why not?
Because I'm vain.
Is it okay? Well,
I
you
don't know
might
who
do
I'm
it
gonna
all the
run
way
into.
up. That's
I may see a client. I may run.
So
out,
then
like,
you
what's
do
up?
care, and you do have feelings.
because you have to
Yes.
present yourself a certain way sometimes.
I just don't care if you talk about me. I don't give a shit what you say, but I'm gonna look good to me. If you don't think so, I don't really care. Most of the time, somebody says something about me, I'm like, come on, dog.
So it doesn't affect you at all.
If I was like, that sweatshirt is so ugly, Demetrius, why did you wear
It
it?
probably affect how I feel about you. Like if somebody like throws some shade at me,
You'd be like, "Sweatshirt's
like if you like, oh D, I don't like you said you don't like this, I'd be like,
Is that velvet?
You'd be like,
You
what's-
wearing velvet? Ain't it too hot for velvet?
You'd be like, what's
No.
wrong with Courtney?
Not-
This
But
is
I'm
the
saying
sweatshirt
that
is
doesn't
bomb.
bother you at all, because I think
it only affects how I feel about you. My ego is impenetrable, so it only affects
damn.
how I look at you. What you say about
we
me.
ain't got
I'm
on.
like, impenetrable? Like,
Yeah, what you say about me reveals more about how you look at you, not me. Because I've been working on this shit a long time. I know me. So when you say something, I'm like, okay, I got you. But hell, I'm not about to go take my jacket and do nothing but hang it up and pull it back out again if I want to next week. And take an Instagram shot.
Courtney. Well, hello.
all
Well, I
right
guess he told us. I guess he told
No, I get
us.
it.
Man.
I ain't gonna change clothes because somebody don't like what I'm wearing. I get it.
You know, it doesn't. It's crazy because I wish it didn't affect me as much as it does, but you do take into consideration, and I think I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to, present our best selves, trying to take care of ourselves. And women, if we need a little enhancements to do it, God bless it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking when it becomes unhealthy and it becomes an obsession and we
Yeah.
can't make a move without being so self-consumed and so self-conscious, then it's a problem.
And maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe instead of saying that seems extreme, maybe what was going on with her was so extreme that she had to go this
I'm
extreme.
thinking it was.
I think about this for a couple
imagine.
months.
I'm thinking it was, and that was
Come
something.
back with a conclusion.
Yeah, that was kind of something that was a challenge that she had to face and deal with in order to conquer it. And that's her method. That's her
dealing with
method of just like and that's brave. I commend her because that's very, very brave. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could. You know what?
I'll see you out your makeup.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, but I'm just saying, and let me say this. That's not my issue. That's not my burden, the same burden that she has. But I definitely feel, when I put some tracks in my hair, I feel like really confident. I feel real beautiful when my face is beat. It just gives you what?
Because this is what's funny about you. Because you do put
This is
in
gonna be
weave.
interesting.
She puts in weave though, but it's not out of necessity. it's a luxury for Sheree because it is the funniest shit to me. They'll be like, what you? I saw her hair one day. I was like,
you got hair, girl.
Yeah, but
the
I like
reality
it
is-
if my hair is fine.
Yes.
Sometimes I like it fuller. But you know what's interesting is this is what I've got from people.
Yeah.
If you have a weave, just like Tyrese kind of talked about, sometimes weaves are looked down upon. Now, if somebody finds out I have a weave and know what, the length of my hair, what my natural hair looks like, they're like, oh, but it don't really count because you don't need it. Still fake. I'm saying it's still fake hair.
You don't need
It
it.
doesn't.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay.
See, now you with me. Like you don't know what the hell
Let
is
me
going on.
let me go
Are these
back.
women saying it
no,
don't count?
these are men saying that.
Oh, so it's more acceptable.
yes,
that
it's
you
more
have it.
acceptable.
Oh, I got you.
Now you got me.
you.
Oh, and that's kind of what. Okay, and that's kind of what I was saying. I was like, Sheree don't really
But I'm
need
saying
it.
if
Got
it's
it.
gonna be
Okay.
fake, if it's gonna be phony, if I'm clowning and deceiving people, because I mean it's the same deception.
I guess for men the difference is because I've dated women who haven't needed because they have nice thick or hair. It just depends.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one. I understand. I gotta
Yeah.
think about that. That's a tough one.
And I was glad you brought that up
That's
because
a
I was
tough
like,
one.
okay, I
That's a
got
tough
something for
That's
that.
real interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
It
just
don't count.
dismissed, where it's like,
But see, I don't care if you need a weave. I just want you to look good. So if you need it, it does not bother me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand. I just don't like to see tracks because they weird me out a little bit. I don't care who it is.
Well,
The
but
tracks
it's-
weird
we
me
can't
out.
devalue it. Does, you know what I mean? It's like walking around and you got rips, like you got a rip in your
Yeah.
clothes, or you got the little tag
And you don't
sometimes
have
that
to see
men.
do I have to see the track of the weave?
The little tag that men don't know to take off of their suit sleeve.
Okay, let me say something about that. You need to take that tag off. And also, when you got a double vented
Please.
suit, undo that shit in the back.
That ain't a design.
That is not design, guys.
They do look. That is sewn down
Yes,
for
so that it
shipping purposes.
stays.
Undo, and I see some of the most
Yes.
well put together dudes of all races walking
With that.
in LA, especially
don't know.
Century City and Beverly
don't
Hills,
know.
and they just.
They
And
really
I'm
don't.
you know what? That I'll go behind somebody to take that out because it's easy to remove.
Sure, you can't be doing
can't be-
that.
You
I do.
grabbing on booties to
No.
snatch it.
Listen. Yes, a stranger. I'd be like, you got. You
But, see,
said
but then she looks like she looks, so they be like, "Oh, hey, girl."
Sheree.
when
that's that
I'm done
privilege.
up.
That's that
when I'm
privilege,
done
girl.
up.
All right,
Hello.
now that's gonna be on
That's
the
that
news.
privilege.
Yeah, but that little tag on the sleeve,
Yeah.
can't do it. Can't do
Real
it.
talk.
So let me
Oh my
ask you this:
God.
so men, because I do want to go back. So if men go to the gym
Yeah.
and build their bodies up and have all these muscles, that ain't really natural.
Well, women can do that too.
No, we're not talking about women. We're talking about men.
I agree with you, and I don't understand. This is the thing: how someone looks, like how I look. I had really nothing to do with that. That just came to me. So I don't understand why within his rants this big thing about natural beauty. The girl can't do nothing about that. Now, if you want to talk about, he did say team squats and people working out. That's something you can do something about.
Right.
And fitness, okay, fine. But some people I've seen, they're just not attractive. There's nothing they could do. But they got
Damn,
they're not.
Demetrius?
But they got hell of a. Let me say this: if I was an ugly dude, oh my God, my personality would be so good. I'd be so nice. Only thing y'all be able to say,
Did he really
Demetrius
just
is
say that?
ugly, but he's so sweet. That's the sweetest dude I've ever met. But they ain't work out like that. So
Oh Lord. I can't with him. Courtney, what are your thoughts? Because I need a pause. I need a sip.
I don't even know how
I
to
need a sip.
respond because in the end, beauty and all of that, again, to be cliche, is still in the eye of the beholder. Like so,
that is not true.
that is true.
There's a baseline.
No, there is a very, very, very low baseline.
Yeah, you
No,
admit it.
no,
I have a
but
question,
let me
too.
finish. The low baseline scientifically is just about symmetry in general, but that
Whatever.
doesn't necessarily make, because there's definitely people that I would look at and be like, oh, he is ugly, and then I have a friend that is like, I would mess with him. Like everybody perceives and perceives
Where do y'all
differently.
think that comes from? The perceived what's beautiful, the standard of beauty. Where does that originate from?
Well, I think for me,
Is it all learned?
I would assume initially it's the scientific base of symmetry, which is a certain level, but then culturally we layer that with all kind of other stuff that we decide every however many years, I don't know what, every like
And it depends on what you need the person's beauty for. Like every woman that I think is beautiful is not somebody that I necessarily want to be with.
Yes.
Even just based on looks.
What does be with mean?
Like have sex with, hang out with, be friends with, be in a relationship. But I can think that they're beautiful. Like, man, don't do nothing for me.
Yeah, like you're beautiful, but I'm not attracted to you.
Yeah.
Like I can think you are attractive, but that doesn't mean I'm attracted to you. But at the same time, there's also like biology in certain things. Like the shape of your hips changes how you look at men.
And there's some women that are unattractive that I'm attracted to. I'm like, man.
I never remember.
Butterfaces happen.
Yeah, exactly. There's some things that just happen. Demetria, set this up because you sent that to me, and I thought that was very interesting.
Tasha sent this to me, and she was like, look at what Express sent to me. This is an email that says, bright week ahead. What is this? Peachy tops? What, I can't see that.
It's peachy, yeah.
You gave it.
Peachy tops, but what it was is
there you go.
read that. Yeah.
I was like, wait, it's right here.
It's a sale promo for Express, and it uses the phrase peachy tops to make your work bestie jealous to initiate a 30% sale. This is my thing. Why the hell is Express sending out emails to women saying buy this so your best friend will be jealous?
Because
why
women
don't you
dress
say,
for women.
but see, you can send
But
this
why are you
out
trying
and
to
say,
pit women
hey,
against each other?
get a top that your bestie will want to borrow. It's pitting women against each other in a really fucked up way for no reason.
Yeah.
It is for a reason. It's
for
called
sex.
capitalism,
Yeah.
and it's a concept that is very apparent in our culture.
That doesn't
exists.
make it right, though.
But it's
I ain't talking about right or wrong. I'm simply saying it is an effective tool.
But I'm glad that we exposed it because it's very subtle. That's kind of a cute.
Yeah.
Oh, make your bestie at work, your work bestie jealous. But the underlying message of that is like we really want you to make her, and we're going to capitalize off of that.
Yeah. Or, and my thing is this, or it's a thing of where it's like, oh, we think that women are catty like that, so let's make money off of this. Even if it is capitalism, that's wrong. You shouldn't be sending this out. Send out something else that promotes unity, with women. I saw it, I was like, man, that's fucked up. Men don't get, check out the new
Do you
Jordan.
get jealous of each other? Because women do. I think women struggle with that. I think we become very, very jealous of each other, very judgmental. We can be our own.
Guys get
worst
jealous
enemies,
about different things. We don't get jealous about the same things that women get jealous about
Yeah.
each
So
other
what y'all
about.
get jealous about?
Probably if somebody gets more success related as far as like money and
And
physical.
we are
women
definitely
get on
physical,
that too.
though. We get on that too,
physical,
but we're very like physical, and that's why a lot of times if somebody has something done, they come in, they got a weave, they got their breast enhanced or whatever, you almost see that this bitch cheap.
Right.
Like,
okay, we don't get jealous about that, but men also get very jealous about women. And I've seen that, especially, in celebrity culture and things like that. They get very jealous about who's screwing who and what girl is with who, depending on the girl. So men do that as well.
Pride.
But not
kind of
about
thing.
how we look.
Yeah. Because can you imagine you go out, your friend, is like, the way you get all the attention. You go out, you get most of the attention. The guys pay attention to you. You get the numbers. You get the free drinks. And then she gets enhanced. She gets a booty. She gets some boobs. She gets that face snatch, a little plumper in her lips. And she comes, and now she's getting all the attention. Oh, we're gonna have a problem with that.
What?
No, most of us are gonna have a problem with that because you basically kind of push me out my place a little
They
bit.
turn into Tyrese. They turned into Tyrese.
All the way. Sorry, Dre.
And start ranting on Instagram.
What's she doing? But I'm curious because we always talk about like women and whether women are supporting each other, not supporting each other, blah, 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 blah. On some level, is that innate? Is that really just sort of, and I don't know if it's like from a species level, like, because we technically, I think females outnumber males on the planet. So is there some element of biology perhaps that actually it's not? And so like we make it a big deal like, oh, it's such a problem. But at the same time, there are definitely like super supportive and amazing women really pull together and do things and run the world in amazing ways. And yes, they are catty. And yes, we use capitalism to like capitalize on all of that. But is there something that is just
it's something to it. I just
biological about it?
Yeah.
It is, but women don't. This is the thing. I think that sometimes men and women encourage women to be competitive about extremely petty things.
For sure.
And my thing is, I'm fine with women being competitive about the big shit that matters. Like, say, you want to marry old boy and you want to marry old boy. Okay, y'all gonna have to compete for that. I get that. That's
That's
acceptable.
the scarcity mentality you're talking about.
But yeah,
But about fucking tops.
But no. This
but
looks
that's-
small, but that's a part of it.
Yes.
Because that still speaks into the narrative that my attractiveness and what makes me special is what makes me stand out from the crowd, so that person that I'm trying to marry is the person that's paying attention to me. Because in the end, like you were just saying, the woman that's getting the attention is the one that you're like, how did that happen? So is that just
Like,
something
so
we're
I'm
supposed
looking at you, Funky, because I feel like you cheated. Like, wait a minute, how you cuter than me now?
She wore my peach shirt, and suddenly everybody looking at her. So I'm
But
just
that's
curious, are we
real.
making more of a deal about it than maybe it's just something that we supposed to that exists?
No, because I have a lot of base instincts that I don't necessarily partake in, and I fight against them so that we can move along this continuum
So do
as
we,
human beings.
but
so I can't say just give it to that.
Are we not moving along the continuum of human beings when women are continuing to elevate and do amazing stuff?
Not if y'all fighting about
No, because women are still fighting about this, but women are also now like neurosurgeon residents at Johns Hopkins, so it's not necessarily inhibiting the growth of women and the things that are happening.
No, but see, this is the thing.
But I think
that
at
it
our
is.
core, I really do think at our core, first of all, everybody wants to be appreciated. Everybody wants to be significant. And with women, everything, I shouldn't say everything, but there's so much wrapped up in the presentation. And we're considered a jewel in our husband's crown. You know what I mean? If we're beautiful, which is why you have so many trophy wives. But that's always going to be something I think that we struggle with. Always. And it can very easily pit us against one another, which is why Express is trying to capitalize off of that. Like, you come to work, you cuter than me. Like, where you get that top?
And I guess
Okay.
that
Well, let me
same
go
message.
let me go get me a top.
There's a way to deliver that message without buying into that narrative. And they chose the lowest common denominator, and they should be.
You know what I think?
They should be called out on
I
it.
think it's in all of us. I do. I think it's in all of us. I think that we are all susceptible to being jealous of one another, to coveting, in the whole bit. I think you just kind of have to check yourself when you have those feelings and you don't act on it. I love. There's one thing that the Bible says, and this was what I, as a mom, this was what I said daily to my son. It's like, be angry but sin not. Like, you can feel the feelings because they are what they are, but once you feel them and you identify them, now you have a choice. What am I going to do with this? Am I going to use it to tear her down? Because I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, she's real cute today.
She getting all the
Why
jokes.
not just say, you know what, girl?
You look good.
Girl.
Yeah.
And that empowers her and it empowers me. And that's what we miss.
Yeah.
This is our last little thing. Here's the thing.
What is it?
Why are you jealous?
I don't remember that.
Or no, full disclosure. And you said this earlier. You said something, you kind of touched on this. Do I have to tell you? Am I supposed to tell you everything that I had done? And I think we talked about this. I'll tell you what this picture is. This is a man in China who married this woman. I wish I had the before picture of her. But you can see the little precious babies don't look like none of them. So he's having these babies with her, and he's like, well, wait a second. How are the two of us producing these children? I don't understand. Like, our children should be gorgeous, should be beautiful by their standards. Again, it's in the eye of the beholder, but he's beholding his children, and like, they ugly as hell. That's what he said. He said his babies were ugly. So he sues the wife. So first of all, he thinks, okay, you cheated. These are not my babies. DNA tests reveal that, of course, they are. And then she says to him,
I changed my face.
She admits she had over $100,000 worth of surgery, and he sued her, and he won.
She had $100,000.
Yep, over $100,000, and of course he divorced her, and he just felt like that was fraud, like you duped me. So do we have a responsibility? Because this is a real issue. Your children are going to
But isn't the
pull
rule
from
that
your
two really
genetic
hot
pool,
people
not
can
your
have very unattractive
cosmetic
kids?
enhancement pool.
They don't seem unattractive to me.
I mean, I don't think the kids are.
Bless them.
Wow.
Bless them. Bless their little hearts.
I mean, the one I can't
Bless
talk
their
about
little
nobody kids.
hearts.
I haven't had
We
kids,
can't
so
talk
you're not
about
supposed to
babies.
talk about
Bless
babies.
their-
Okay,
Bless their
so
little hearts.
wait, can
They
two
precious.
attractive people have?
Well, I thought like
Them
that was
babies
sort
is
of like
precious.
a thing that people used to say all the time. Like two attractive people can have a very unattractive child.
Oh, we in the hood now? Is that
No.
what we're doing hood science, hood physics.
I'm not making
No,
that
no,
up.
no. But if you're attractive,
That was like a
and you have
thing.
then that's a blessing. Wow, we produce. Look what we produce. But if you're good looking, he's good looking, and you produce an unattractive child, it's like, well, where this little joker come from?
I think I would make good babies.
No, but you don't want the responsibility.
But you don't know. Like you don't know because your genes aren't just what you look like. That's not everything that you're carrying. That's just what's dominant. That don't mean that what's recessive ain't gonna meet with what's recessive in your partner.
Yeah,
That
Remember when
become
my
a dominant
mom
gene.
said when she
But
first
we
started dating
gotta
my
deal
dad, she
with-
saw the family. She's like, this is a good looking family.
You have to look at the whole family. That's true.
Yes, but we need to deal with probability. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the probability.
You got to deal with
Damn,
probability.
Reed, you going deep.
That's
real talk.
That's real talk.
I say that all the time. That's real talk. We got to deal with probability.
gotta deal
That's
with
still a
probability.
gene chart. Like
Okay, hold up. Let me talk to her for a second. 'Cause she don't get it.
no, I'm talking about straight up biology. Y'all didn't do the dominant, recessive,
She's
dominant,
still-
recessive,
she's still
recessive,
trying.
dominant.
She's
No.
still trying.
You could be with a hot chick.
She's still trying.
Get her.
We're gonna let
You got two
Get it,
ugly
Dick.
recessives,
We
and you got an
friends-
ugly
we
baby.
friends again.
we gotta let her go for a
Truth.
second.
Truth.
So look, let me say this. This is how I feel about it. I don't think she has to disclose unless that, not putting on my lawyer hat, unless that's a material part of this agreement for them to enter into marriage where he's like, I want a very attractive wife so I can have very attractive children. Then under those circumstances, I'm not familiar with, are they in China?
Yes.
I'm not familiar with Chinese law, but I would assume that she should tell. She should tell. Otherwise, that might be fraud.
Well, and the judge found it to be,
Dang,
and rewarded him
that's-
like $125,000.
Damn, that's it?
Well,
Well, that's I guess that's what he said. Yes.
China. you
People
know,
don't be
she
asking
has
for
to-
enough.
It's
Let me
not
get in there.
American law, man. It's not. It's
She gonna break that yen off. Wait, Japanese yen. What is
It's Chinese.
What is that?
Is it the
yen? Oh, that's-
yen?
That's
The
Japanese.
yen.
Is that Japanese? What's Japanese?
Yen.
Why don't we know that?
What is Japanese?
Okay, so
Japanese
what's
is yen.
Chinese?
What's
Chinese
Chinese?
is what?
Our producer Anthony said confirm the Japanese is
But
yen.
what's Chinese?
I don't know.
Look it
Okay,
up
he's
for
looking
us.
it up. Anyway, so yeah, you need to disclose that. Have you ever disclosed to a guy that you dated that you've had anything done? I'm just wondering. Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with my breasts.
But that's not like in hand. That was like I
Well,
need to
I
fix
had a-
my back, right?
Well, yes, that's
Like,
originally.
I need to walk. Like that's-
Exactly. I don't want to have, but that was originally when I was 20, I had a breast reduction. Then I had Trey at 20, almost 25. A couple years later, after breastfeeding, and then I lost weight. I was nothing. So I said, well, I need to get enhancements. But yeah, I have to. And I always, because I have scars. Because I had a breast reduction. So, I mean, that was, almost 30 years ago.
You got
So
okay.
I have significant scarring. So
They
I-
If you didn't have scars, would you still feel like you needed to say
like,
something?
to me, there's no
Yeah.
shame in my game.
Okay.
It doesn't, like, there's nothing I feel I need to hide.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like, I don't feel like that devalues me. If I
Got it.
admit to,
Guan?
having,
I think is it Guan?
No, it's not Guan.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yuan.
Yuan.
Okay.
Yeah, Yuan. Oh, there it is. Thank you. That's
Thank
good
you.
work.
You're on top of that.
All right, so now we gotta do our Halo Award. If y'all could have seen what Demetrius wanted the Halo Award to be,
Snoop.
Jesus,
Trashing that Cheetos.
Jesus. All right, let's put up our Halo Award. It's a shallow Halo Award, but it's.
What happened to the? See, man, Sheree. See, this is why I don't be fucking
I
with you,
told you
Sheree.
to do it.
No, go
I
ahead.
told you to
Go
do
ahead.
it. Okay, this is what I chose. It is Usher on the beach with his wife, Grace Miguel, and he is helping her take out her hair weave. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Real.
It is topical and it does relate. It really does.
Absolutely. Real.
He
Let me
taking
tell you
out
something.
the hair weave.
Real men, Tyrese, you know what real men do?
They help
Real
you
men
clip your tracks.
love you for who you are and who you are not.
Oh yeah, I feel
Hello.
him on that. You know, she need help. We
That
all
she need
kicking
help.
it.
Man,
It
it's
is
like,
what
yeah,
it
baby,
is.
come on, I'm gonna take.
She was in the ocean or something,
I had
just
men help me
hanging.
take my weave out.
Man,
Yes, I have.
it is a. I wouldn't do
me.
that. I wouldn't. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't do
You
it.
You wouldn't take out a hair weave out?
Because I would be scared I'm gonna F
Flip the
around,
real
cut some
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
It's a
You know.
very slow process.
We
that
gotta
I've
tell
seen
you what to
done.
do. You need to be able to see really well, and if you can't, you gotta put some glasses on
I can't do
and get
none
you
of
a
that.
seam
Do you need the
ripper.
little jewelry people glasses?
Yeah, them little
Like, so
tiny
you
look.
can, like-
Yeah, with the light. With the
I
light.
feel like I'd be like this.
Cutting through. I don't have the patience. I'd be done just like, can we just clip
Because I always do it myself. But you know, but if I got somebody there, yeah,
How
you do
can
it with
you
the
do it
seam ripper.
yourself?
I do. Because first
This
I
is
let
very
it.
topical.
Yeah.
It's not a
I
halo.
let it grow
It's
out to the
it's
point where I
halo
can.
Oh,
pull it
because
up
they're
and-
hanging. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it.
So anyway, so I love this. This was a very spirited show.
I mean, I understand taking the braids out. Yeah, let me take my braids out. Sorry, I'm still processing because I can't take a weave out.
Courtney.
I can't.
I love it. I think that's our show. So what we got to do is,
We got takeaways.
we're going to do our takeaways. And then, of course, we'll start with Courtney and she'll tell you her takeaways and how you keep up with her.
Well, I guess my takeaway this week is if I ever get some fake top ties, I'm gonna tell my future husband because I don't want to get sued and have to pay him nothing.
Stupid. That's just dumb. I can't.
That's my real deep takeaway.
Where do they find you?
Oh,
Where they find you, girl?
You
Where
can
they
find me
find you?
everywhere on social media at Stuart Starlet.
Love it.
You can find me
Demetrius?
at Eye of Demetrius. My takeaway, I'm going to give the two alternate Halo awards. One was the guy in Philly that broke up the fight.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terrell Fletcher.
That was good. He is a Muslim too.
Tell about him, because this was kind of
think
just
his name is
tied into the show.
Abim.
I wanna shout him
Ali,
out.
Ali, and he just pointed out to the two teenagers that were about to fight that everyone around them were laughing at them and that they really had no reason to fight, and he got them to shake hands, and he was also honored today. And the other Halo award I wanted to send out to Snoop, not because I think that assassinating the president is a good thing. That's way premature. But what I like about Snoop's video is that at a point in his career where he has everything to lose, because he's the most accepted than he's ever been, that he will make that type of statement, and that type of political statement. And I thought that was like, it changed my view of him. I've always been a fan, but it's like, damn.
You don't think he just kind of jumped on the bandwagon?
No, not when you got corporate sponsors. He didn't have to do this. As Steve Harvey said, you got money, you can't be doing this. I like that he and T.I. aren't being ruled by money and just making a statement that they should make. And that's a good thing. Whether you agree with them or not, that's a good thing.
They made a choice in spite of their money.
Yeah. And plus, you don't need to
isn't
run
that a
around
part-
scared of white people like that all the
but ain't
goddamn
nobody
time.
scared. But isn't that a part? I don't think that's what Steve Harvey was saying. And here it comes. Steve Harvey was saying respect the office. I do agree with that. I agree with that.
This is another hour show.
We're gonna talk about that next time. We'll talk
Don't
about
bring
that
in
next time.
Jesus, because that's exactly what Jesus said.
He said respect the office.
He said render to Caesar what is Caesar's.
What is Caesar's?
Respect the office.
The office of the president and Donald Trump are not mutually exclusive.
And it don't belong to him. It's mine. I'm the American.
It belongs to the
So I'm
belongs to the
motherfucking
people.
Caesar in this
Well,
case.
then we should have voted for somebody else.
We did.
Well,
3 million to the good.
Most of us did,
Shit.
but then there was a college of
my thing is,
electorals
and
that
I
decided
totally got
otherwise.
what you were saying, Ree, about respect the office. It's not how I feel.
Yeah.
Yes.
But my thing is, Steve Harvey goes on further to talk about y'all got money, y'all can't be doing this. And my thing is, it's such a he does not get the power dynamics
Such a bad.
of
The people
anything.
with the money are the people that should be doing it because they
yes.
actually have an effect.
Bad choice of words.
Right, and Snoop and
Definitely a
T.I.
bad
ain't got
choice of
nothing to
words.
be afraid of. It's like people get so frightened of white people. They don't even understand when they got other white people on their side, and you don't even need them.
So
you don't
he,
even
so
need
he was
them.
basically saying you're gonna mess up your money, like because these white people gonna basically.
I'm like, what
put you on a
is-
blacklist,
and Snoop and
no
T.I.
pun
like,
intended.
man, what is going
Like,
on?
what country do you live in? Because the people I was talking to, and they're white, like, are like, buy Cheetos. Like, we want Cheetos gone.
And my thing is that even if they weren't, it was just black people. Stand up. You got power too, black folk. Shit. Go on with your takeaway, Ruth.
What's your takeaway, darling?
That was my
That
takeaway.
was his takeaway.
Can you bottom line it? Can you put it in a sentence?
In a sentence.
Man, fuck Donald Trump.
Lord have mercy.
Sorry, I just screamed in the
All right, my turn. I see this is not going anywhere. So I'm Sheree Fletcher across all media platforms. And I would just say, you know what? We got to love ourselves. We just really do, because you can't love anybody until you first love yourself. And I think we have to give each other grace, because everyone is trying to do that and live a good life and whatnot. And sometimes, you know, you might seek to enhance yourself physically. I think as long as you don't put all your effort and energy into your physical, because your internal, I think, is much more important. So just have a healthy balance, but yeah, do what you need to do.
Well said.
Yeah,
well said.
Tyrese.
Well said. I agree.
Man.
Well said.
All right, and we
Yeah.
out.
That's it.
That's Eat, Pray, and Live, y'all. And I'm sorry for the F-bomb. He made me do it. You gotta talk like that. I gotta repent now. Jesus. Dang.
I don't understand.
And we're out. I was like, but there was no exit.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Crispin, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live. Scipio, Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.